Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. So the plan for this video right now is to talk to my teammates and as well as do some side quest missions before I do what's it called? The Race Against Time Sovereign. Because I believe this is the final mission. I'm not 100% sure. But it does sound like the last mission, but I could be wrong. But before I do the final mission, I want to do a couple of these side quest missions. If there's any interesting ones, I'll put it at the end of the video. So we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, we lost Garrus. What am I talking about? We lost Rex. I missed him. Just him right there, leaning. We got rid of her. So after talking to Tali and Garrus, they really didn't have anything new to add on. Garrus was just saying thank you again, and Tali, you really can't ask her anything else besides her life again. But I have faith for Caden right here. Usually he has something to say about the last mission, if you ask him about it.
Anything you need, Commander?
Ah, yes, he about Williams.
I wanted to see how you're dealing with Ash's death.
Dealing, sir. Sorry for anything I said back there. Adrenaline.
I understand. I don't like losing people either.
I've served for years, but never lost a soldier under my command. Not to hostile action, anyway. If you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Akuz?
Oh, that's a very good question.
It was my job to get everyone out safe. I failed. I vowed not to let that happen again. Same here. I'll remember her, and I'll do better for her.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do. Thanks for the advice, sir.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Input? Hell, I don't know. We're fighting giant machines from outside the galaxy. Should I be afraid of them? Or in awe of them? Anything so old, so intelligent.
Yeah, they've been around a while. So were the Turians. We gave them a boot in the ass.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boot, Commander.
I didn't like that answer. Why you gotta put down the Turians?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
We're all in for the duration. You can count on everyone to do their duty.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Yeah, okay. There was just like 2 new things to talk about with him. Let's see. Get this gel.
Goodbye,
And just like with Garrus and Tali, even Liara didn't have anything new to add on. I'm pretty sure they just want me to go to Saren right away. However, when it was time for me to do the side missions that I wanted to do, I got this cutscene.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udina wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
Oh, that's interesting.
I knew they'd come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's a good thing I'm coming back here because I do have like 3 Citadel missions that I gotta complete. Maybe I'm gonna get more.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
How many ships are you sending to attack Ilos?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Bro, you don't even know what you're talking about.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
You ain't got nothing under control. You let Saren run around for years. Y'all tripping.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
Are they saying that he's a master manipulator because they were manipulated by him? I mean, they thought he was a good Spectre, but it turns out he was just bad and doing things for his own interest. I mean, technically he did claim it's for the better of all people in Galaxy, but I don't believe that. I think he's just in it for himself, for right now.
Sovereign's the real threat. Saren's just a servant of the Reapers.
Only you have seen the Reapers, and then only in visions. We won't invade the Terminus systems because of a dream.
It seems like if I just pick this or that one, it just like keeps going in circles, so I'm just gonna go right here. Then you're all fools.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Bro, who do you think you are, bro? I could push you right now. Just like how I thought you were gonna jump in, what, like the second video I made?
Nobody stabs me in the back, Udina. Nobody.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Commander. Shepard, I cannot believe they did this to you. I am so sorry.
It looks like he was about to cry, not gonna lie. They screwed me, they're idiots, it wasn't you. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're idiots.
I showed them the truth and they still won't believe.
It's not right. You did everything they asked and more. Nobody else could have done what you did. The Council owes you everything, everything. Instead, they strip you of your command and ground the Normandy.
Get yourself a girl just like Liara. She came to see us at our lowest moment just to pick us up. She's a keeper. Ah, man. I'm scared to pick any of these options because any moment I feel like Shepard is just gonna blow up and yell at Liara. But that's true, you can't trust politicians.
I should have known better. Udina, the Council, they're all the same. Petty, blind, and stupid.
Perhaps we could appeal and get them to reverse their decision.
I did try that, and I'd say now Liara, he's just gonna yell at her, so I'm gonna go with what's the use.
I pushed them as hard as I could. They wouldn't budge.
So you're going to walk away? You will just give up and doom the entire galaxy to extinction?
Hell yeah, I don't care, man. I tried, they didn't take it. Now it's on my way to find a new galaxy.
We're out of the game for now, but I'll find a way back in.
I believe in you, Shepard. I am with you every step of the way.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
Fucking cockblock. Yeah, bro, were you listening in?
Are you spying on us, Joker?
No, sir. Just knew you were on the ship and figured I'd pass the message on. The captain said to meet him at Flux, that club down in the wards.
You should probably go meet with him.
Yeah, there's no way around it. Joker was definitely doing some funny business below the waist until Captain Anderson sent him the message and killed the mood for him. Anyways, the armor that my Shepard has, I'm not really of a big fan of it. I don't know, it just looks too bulky. And it also kind of reminds me of the Halo's Marines armor a little bit, just the shoulder pads and the helmet. Now, I'm not saying it's a ripoff of that, I'm just saying that it looks similar to it. From all the armors I have seen so far, I would say my favorite one is the one that Caden has right now, that one I gave him. I think it was called like the Assassin armor or something like that. I thought it looked pretty good. It's like a lightish gray. And another armor that I like, I forgot what it was called, but it was for Garrus. It was like a red black armor, similar to what Nihilus was wearing. And I did equip that armor to Garrus, but low key, he looked like a villain when wearing that armor. I will definitely have Garrus wear that armor when I create like a new Shepard and make him like a rogue Spectre. That armor for Garrus will definitely be a good fit. You know what I wish I saw more of? I wish I saw more of Krogan armor. I only know just one of them, which is what Rex was wearing. I did have one in my inventory, but I think it was too small. I think it was like a small armor, or was it a medium armor? But I know I just couldn't equip that one to Rex. I think it was a medium. And same goes for Talia. I think she only had one armor that I was able to equip. I wish I saw more of their armors when doing some of the side missions, but even then, I think if I saw them, I think I wouldn't pick them. I think I was just always picking weapons or the ammo and the Omni thing. I think it's called the Omni thing, or I think the first words are Omni, but I'm not sure. I forgot what it's called exactly. I would like to know what you guys think is the best armor, aesthetic wise, or which one you prefer. Because normally when I play video games, I don't go for the best stat armors. I just go with one that has like a cool design that I really like, or I think looks cool on the character. But with this playthrough, I went with the ones with the best stats that I had in my inventory. I don't know why. Decided to switch it up, because I won't lie, the first two armors I switched to, I wasn't really the biggest fan of them. I like the first armor that we started off with. I like that design more compared to the other two I switched. As I explore more around the Citadel, pick up more side missions here and there, I ran into Ashley's people who had the same mindset as her. Humans are good, they come in first, aliens are always bad. You know, that kind of mindset. Who said Earth first?
Excuse me, you're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest?
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy, and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
What happened at the mass relay was a misunderstanding. If you saw a child about to touch a gun, wouldn't you stop them?
I'd pull them away, yes. I wouldn't shoot them dead.
He got you there, Garrus. Are you really going to shoot a child? But then again, his metaphor is kind of misleading. The ones that found the weapons were adults, and they probably would have used it. I probably would pull an envy right there, honestly.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
What I do with my free time is my business, buddy.
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
That is not unreasonable, but some of the things these people are saying sound a bit bigoted.
Excuse me, I don't believe human politics are any of your business.
What the Alliance does affects everyone around it.
I'm confused. If I say there's a bigger picture, is he gonna talk about Liara or the other guy? Because at this point, I don't know, man. I'm kind of confused with what direction Shepard's gonna go with. Am I the only one that felt like that while playing this game? I can't be the only one.
We live in this galaxy, Mr. Saraceno. We can't
All right,
pretend
I made
that
the right
what we do
choice.
affects no one else.
No, of course not. My apologies. I only meant to point out that other species have no right to interfere in Alliance politics.
the parallel what this guy just said and what we're dealing with at this current time is crazy. But here's the thing, I know where he's coming from, but he's coming at it the wrong way. It's like what Liara said, their reasoning sounds bigoted, it sounds wrong, like there's no way around it because it is bigoted, in my opinion. At the end of the day, you got to be mindful on the decisions that you make individually, as a society, as political and military policies that you pass. If you do that, you're mindful and open to communicate, I feel like a lot of these problems can be solved. And also, Shepard, he disrespected your girl right in front of you, bro. Defend her.
Sorry. I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shan-Shi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
The occupation of Shan-Shi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shan-Shi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
Yeah, nah, you don't got my support.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno. But with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
Aliens off Earth!
God damn, I felt that one right there. The way he said off like that, bro. You could feel the hatred right there. And also, their slogan is stupid. Don't remember me at all. Yeah, these guys need to go. Okay, maybe that's too far. You would think that as much as technology has grown, you would expect a lot of people to be a lot more smarter. But no, we still see people are still allergic to learning anything new at all, even this far in the future, and it's crazy to think about that. Do you think, even at this moment with Mass Effect, that they have AI girlfriend problems as well? Or do you think all those people went extinct after they have dated the AI girlfriend for like 50 years? Unless they somehow are able to do in that one Rick and Morty episode where Morty got that doll pregnant. Now you have an AI girlfriend that could get pregnant. Oh, that would be scary, bro. There's way too many people that shouldn't pass on their ideologies or their belief system.
Pardon me, soldier. Could I take a moment of your time? Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
What kind of situation are we talking about?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
Don't try to sell me on this. Just tell me what you want.
I need you to buy a mental stimulant for me. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
Damn, bro, you're an addict.
What is this stimulant exactly?
Oh, I don't know the medical terms, but it increases mental capacity, short-term recall, that sort of thing. It helps me stay focused, and it keeps me sharp. Nothing gets by me when I'm on it.
This dude is on speed.
If you know the monthly limits, why did you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Solarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
Yeah, man, have a little faith.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Why is this deal so important?
The Solarians want to set up long-term trade agreements. There are billions of credits at stake. If I don't get the drug, my assistant will take over and mess up the whole deal. It would be a disaster.
Yeah, you're an addict, bro.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
As a business major myself, I don't believe that mindset that you need to be cutthroat. There's in every situation, everyone could win. You just need to look for it and ask critical questions. So, bro, you're an addict.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
You need help now.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand. Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
This is what I was telling Laurie Quinn about. Crackheads make the best bodyguards. They would do anything for a hit. And this guy's proving my point right here, bro. You should be a bodyguard, bro. Don't be a negotiator.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
I understand where he's coming from, why he need that drug to focus, especially since when it comes to negotiating, it can be really stressful, especially if you're negotiating with someone that comes with a different background. There's some people that want to be very aggressive, take everything, everything that would be the best deal for them versus for the other people. And depending on the person's culture, sometimes they're not very direct, bro, and that could be very annoying. And you're just stuck there thinking, oh, is this deal gonna go through or not? Because they're not really direct. But taking Adderall, it's not worth it, bro. Your health comes first.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission. Just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
See? Captain Anderson is the GOAT, man. You should still command the ship, because I got tired of it.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
I need you and my team, though, bro. You can replace Ashley.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
Bro, I don't want to lose you too, Captain Anderson. I already lost Rex. I don't need to lose you as well.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
Is there any other options?
There's got to be a better way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He will not just stand by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The Ambassador will not forgive this, Captain. You will be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
I'll let you decide, Anderson. Your last hurrah.
It's your call, Captain.
I'll break into the Ambassador's office. He made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
You know what I never talked about, or never even thought about? It's the fact that Captain Anderson always believed us in what we saw in our vision, even though he has no proof of the vision that we saw. Now, he probably heard Saren's name from either Ashley or Caden, or maybe he read the report before it was sent to Council, and that's how he found out Saren was involved. But either way, as soon as he knew that Saren was involved, he believed everything I had to say, well, Shepard had to say, and the rest of the team. He had no doubt. But here's the thing. What if we knew about his history with Saren and just made all that information up? He did handpick the crew, so he probably knows who would lie and who wouldn't lie. But he also selected a couple racist people to join in our group as well, so I don't know his judgments that well. I don't think I can 100% trust someone that I work with. I probably should get my social IQ up. I don't even know where to begin or even how to do that anyways. I guess I'll Google it later. I don't know, would you guys be able to do that? Would you be able to trust someone to an extent that there is no evidence, but they tell you something happened, but the person that is involved is someone that you really hate, you hate them with a passion?
With all this exploration of Prothean culture, this must be like a survey for you, Liara.
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
The loss of all this Prothean technology is just one more thing Saren will have to pay for.
Out of everyone that joined the group, Liara's the only one that had like a normal job. She was just a scientist researching on Prothean technology. Then out of nowhere, we met her and she was thrown into this world with a lot of explosions and shooting. There is also Tali. She would have had a normal life too if she didn't meet up with Saren.
Anderson, what are you doing here? I didn't send...
Get us out of here, Joker. Now!
Yeah, we just became the enemy of the state, or I guess the Citadel here. The enemy of the galaxy? That should be enough for the side missions. Now it's time to focus on the main mission. Did find a couple of missions interesting. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a video about them yet, or if I'm going to add them at the end of this video. I'll see. I'll think about it when I'm editing the video.
Shepard, may I speak with you?
I was just thinking about you.
I have been thinking about you too, and what we are about to face. I do not know what is going to happen on Ilos. I hope we will stop Saren, of course, but part of me fears we are already too late. There is something I must tell you, in case we fail.
Is it because I did the side missions before I did this mission? I may be 5 minutes late, but, you know, that's nothing to be worrying about. We still can stop him.
We're not going to fail. I promise.
Please, I am not looking for comfort. Saren might already have the conduit. It is time to be completely honest with each other. These could be our last moments together. Our last chance to show each other how we feel. I want this to be special.
Hey, yo, I thought you wanted to wait.
We don't have to do this. Not unless you're sure.
I have never been more sure of anything in my life. Will you join with me, Shepard? Let our bodies and minds unite.
Yes! Why is it a yes with an exclamation?
Just tell me what to do.
Oh.
By the goddess. That was incredible, Shepard.
Yeah, I was not expecting that at all. So does that mean Shepard's gonna get pregnant? I'm not sure how all of this works, so I'm just gonna...
You were incredible.
5 minutes ETA to the Mu relay.
I had better go. Duty calls. You would not want to keep Joker waiting. Shepard, whatever happens on Ilos, I just wanted to say... thank you. For everything.
Commander. We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Oh, okay. I have no idea who to take. The original plan was to take Rex and Garrus. I'm not sure. I'm taking Garrus for sure. But I don't know if I should take Tali or Kaidan. I want to take Kaidan because Kaidan, I feel like he has a bigger reason to get revenge on Saren. Tali, on the other hand, she already got what she needs, so they already got what she wanted. So it's us three, I guess.
Inside, now!
Oh, he's scared. We saw that. I upgraded my weapons.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There's no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found a way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We'll have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Okay, what I'm about to ask may be dumb, but I'm not 100% sure. But did we ever find out how Saren discovered Sovereign, or how he came to contact with the Reaper? I'm just assuming that he probably met up with Sovereign, or he found Sovereign and met up with the Reaper during his time as a Spectre, traveling to different planets and all that stuff. But I'm not sure if that was explained in the last mission, or in a different mission that was prior to that one. Not unless if you learn that information from a side mission, similar to how we learned that Shepard was not the only one that survived from the coups. There was also another person, and they were testing him. Not testing, they were experimenting on him, I believe. I'm not 100% sure because I kind of forgot. I did forget. Anyways, watch me take this L and get electrocuted. I knew that was gonna happen. I could have avoided that attack if I didn't look left or turn left. I should have turned right and then moved forward. I really played myself right there, huh? I guess that's what happens when you have a smooth brain like me. You know what this environment reminds me of? It reminds me of Gears of War environment and a little bit of Fallout 4 as well. But honestly, throughout the whole mission when I was playing this, I was expecting the locusts appear out of nowhere. I don't know, am I reaching with that? Because it does feel like, or it doesn't feel like, it looks like Gears of War environment. Well, to me it does. I don't know. Maybe I am reaching. I can't wait for the new Gears of War game to come out. I never played the 4th and the 5th one. I only played the first 3. I kind of remember the 3rd one a little bit. But the first 2 Gears of War games, I love those games so much. Alright, that's enough going off topic right there. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. During this part, I was kind of lost and confused because I had no idea where I needed to go. And you're probably sitting there thinking, well dog, you have 2 options. You could go right or you could go forward. Yeah, that doesn't work with me. I'm not sure if I have some bitchness within me that prevents me of just moving forward, or maybe I just think that if I make one decision that is just gonna lead me to the wrong direction that I need to go. Who can say why I play like this? Most likely it's the former. It is what it is, but I bet you I have more fun than you do. Anyways, here's my top tier elite commentary once I found out I'm heading in the right direction. Kind of lost right now, but not anymore. I think I'm supposed to come down here. Can't really go forward. Yeah, see, is this the... Oh. Yeah, that wasn't it, bro. That was ass. Dookie. Mierda. Never do that again, bro. Anyways, the room I'm about to enter, if you pay attention to the left side, there's 3 bodies, and they're sitting down in a chair. And honestly, when I first saw that, because you can see them in the cutscene, I thought they were like the council, the original council. Now, what I mean about original council, at the time, I believe that the current council that we have knew about Ilos, and they were just kind of like keeping it secret. So a part of me did believe that maybe Saren and the council were in cahoots. And I was only thinking like that because Garrus planted a seed of doubt in my mind, because he feared that if we only took down Saren and brought him back alive, that the council wouldn't take the necessary steps to prevent him from doing any more bad things. And I don't blame him for thinking that way, because how they interacted with Shepard, they were kind of acting a little bit sus. You really couldn't trust them with anything. You tell them that Saren wants to bring back the... I was about to say Soul Reapers. The Reapers. But they don't believe that. They don't believe that Reapers existed and that they took down the Protheans. Or that Saren is looking for the conduit, even though I don't know what the conduit is. And if I'm not mistaken, probably I am. But didn't they say that Saren wouldn't be able to find that because they don't know where to look for it? So that means Saren wouldn't be able to look for it? Maybe I made that all up. I'm not sure. But you would think that they would have trust in us, because we did say that Saren did attack Nihilus and he was doing things that he shouldn't do, and he destroyed the Prothean technology. And we provide evidence of... Well, I guess we didn't. Tali brought the evidence that he was doing those things. So you would think that they would have some trust in us, but they really kind of dismissed all of that. And there's also still that fact that there was an Asari in the council, and we could have connected minds, and she could have seen those visions as well. Now granted, she wouldn't understand it as well as Liara, but at least you have some evidence there. It's not like the other 2 counselors are going to just sit back and say, yeah, we don't believe her. They should have some trust with her as well, unless the whole relationship is in a rocky foundation, but who knows. If you think about it more, technically Asaris can be more powerful than they are right now, because since they're able to connect minds with other species, they can solve like 99% of all crimes. I'm not sure how good their connection is, if they're able to remember everything they've seen, but I'm just putting 99%. Real quick, I want to circle back around on the bodies that are sitting on the chairs. A lot of them look like they have like tentacles coming out of their mouth, or their mouth is the tentacles, but they also have them coming out of their eyes. Wait, taking a second look, maybe they're not tentacles. Maybe they're like tubes or roots. I don't know. They kind of look weird now. They don't look like normal tentacles. They kind of look freaky, honestly. I don't know. Let me know down below if they're tentacles, roots, or maybe like a machine part. I'm not sure. And you know what movie I was thinking about while I was playing this part of the mission as well, and seeing all of them sitting on a chair? I was thinking about the movie WALL-E. All of these corpses remind me of the humans from WALL-E, where they were getting fat just by sitting on a floating chair. I feel like these Protheans probably reached that level where they don't need to walk anymore, but at least the Protheans stayed skinny. Now that these are tubes and they take out the fat, I don't know, man. Yeah, it took me 11 seconds to take down that one Geth over there, and it doesn't get better after that either. I decided to snipe, and boy oh boy, there were so many missed shots. But I am glad that I am attacking them from up here, because if I enter the first entrance that I saw to get into this area, I would have probably took another L, honestly. Because there's no like barriers to protect yourself or for you to take cover. And knowing with my luck, they'll probably launch a rocket at me and take me out completely. Oh, I still have questions about the weapons. Now, some of the weapons when you purchase from the merchants, it says some of them are common, rare. I have noticed though, because the weapons I'm using is the HMWSR for the sniper. And for my pistol, I'm using the HMWP. I've noticed that for my sniper rifle, I saw a rare weapon, but it didn't do a lot of damage compared to the sniper I have currently. The sniper that I have is a common, and it does like a lot more damage than the rare one. And of course I know that there's different levels. The higher level does a lot more damage compared to lower levels, and different weapons do different damage. But the ones I was comparing was 2 sniper rifles. I just don't remember the rare one. I know it was in the Citadel with a Salarian that was selling it, but I was still surprised that a rare weapon did less damage than a common weapon, even though, it's not guaranteed that a rare weapon will always do more damage. But I would expect that the first one I would have seen would have done a little bit more damage, but nah. And honestly, I'm glad I went with the common one, because honestly, I fell in love with it, bro. It's so amazing.
This place still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
I bet this is the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We'll have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
So 2 things here. First is that, goddamn, the Protheans were tall. If Shepard is average height, a Prothean looks like, bro, they're like at least 7 or 8 feet tall. They would be terrifying to fight, bro. Imagine fighting Kane and the Undertaker. What I'm about to say is messed up, but I have to say it, bro. I'm glad the Protheans are gone. There's no way to tell if they were really peaceful people. And the second thing that I want to bring up is that how is Caden able to predict all of these things? Like, he mentioned this is like the command post or something that provides all their energy. I feel like Caden is hiding something. I feel like he's been here several times, because later on in the game he makes a couple predictions that were very accurate, and it has me thinking like he's about to betray me at some point of this mission, isn't he? I don't know why I feel like he's gonna betray me. Maybe it's because I have a small brain and I feel like he's gonna bamboozle me, or maybe I'm just hanging out with Garrus too much. That seems something like he would think about, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, this room, I was very disappointed what happens in this room. And I'm not talking about what I did in this playthrough. It was more the fact that the game didn't let me down. I think it was just my imagination and what I was expecting to happen after this room. I mean, like, just hear me, bro. I was excited about what I did and what I think is gonna happen next. Oh, okay, that's our side. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, this is going to be awesome. I don't know what's going to happen from here on out that requires me to hack these things, but I'm looking for it. I really thought that I was going to have these Geths to back me up in the final battle or help me distract other Geths after this room. Nah, that doesn't turn out. Like, after this, we are never going to see these Geths ever again. Unless we play this again, but that's besides the point. They don't help out at all in the end, nor do they make an appearance in the final battle or any kind of battle whatsoever. In fact, I think I was supposed to hack them when I was fighting the Geths in this room. Whatever, bro. That's what I get for overthinking that I was going to see something cool, or that I at least got something useful to help me in the end. I could go upstairs, I could go this way. Oh my god, like, there's so many options. Oh, and look at that. I could come over here and hack this. Alright, let's go up. Hopefully I don't make a mistake. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Nothing in the corner.
Come on, Saren's already got a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That's a chance we'll have to take. Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It's probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we can't understand it.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Incredible. The cipher must have transferred an understanding of the Prothean language into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope.
Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
Cannot be stopped. Sounds like a bunch of quitters. That's another thing I'm kind of confused. When they said the cipher, what are they talking about? Because at first I thought the cipher was like a physical thing, a device that you use or you're able to access to understand the Prothean language. I'm not sure if Shepard got the cipher from the Thorian, or not from the Thorian, what am I talking about? Well, the Asari that was controlled by the Thorian. I'm not sure if she's the one that passed the cipher to Shepard, or if Shepard got the cipher from the Prothean technology from Saren's base. I definitely gotta replay this game again, just so I can see where the cipher was given to Shepard. I'm so glad that I like to explore around and see if there's anything new, because I think I would have missed that cutscene and that information and totally forgot about the whole cipher thing. I also feel like I'm missing a lot of information as well now. Maybe because like how I'm playing it, there's like a large gaps between when I'm recording the gameplay and then editing the video. There's about a week or two gap. I don't know, I've never been good retaining information and remembering like little details. A deaf person would be able to tell you what's going on with the storyline with no assistance or braille on site. I'm not sure how the braille's going to help him in a video game, but he's just raw dogging this, bro.
We take the vehicle into the creepy underground bunker.
Good idea. Firepower will come.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. They must have been in too much of a hurry.
Well, we just haven't run into it yet.
I was definitely with Garrus on this one. I also thought that we haven't reached far enough for those traps to be activated. I also understand where Kaiden's coming from. I'm not sure how he saw Saren's face from all the way from inside the tank, but he knew that Saren was in a hurry. Bro needs to be a sniper, man. I don't know why he's using assault rifles and pistols only. He needs to be sniping, because if he could see...
What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably try to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong, though. This bunker became their tomb. The pods are dead. So is anyone inside.
All of them?
I find it funny that I bumped into something and Kaden completely stopped talking. Like, bro, you can still talk when I bumped into something, because I have no idea what you're going to say now. But either way, this area right here definitely reminds me of Fallout 4. We are definitely going to find the protagonist for Fallout 4 here. Now the question is it Nora or is it Nate? That means the Institution was the faction that won in the end. Or it could mean that Nate or Nora were Protheans this whole time. Who would have guessed? Not me, that's for sure. Would you guys do a cryogenic freezing? Because I think I would do it. But then again, I'm thinking like it's going to be like Futurama. I'm going to have a robot best friend named Bander. They may just assign me for retail work. Honestly, I have no idea what kind of job they would assign me. I may be able to travel outer space. Well, that's what I would love to believe. But most likely, they're just going to have me in a lab and they're just going to open me up just to see what kind of disease were around back then. Yeah, I'm good. Never mind. I don't want that anymore.
What's happened?
It's a trap. Saren must have set an ambush.
I don't think Saren's behind this.
What do you think is behind it then, Kaiden? See, it's these kind of comments that make me a little bit weary of Kaiden, because I don't know if he's going to betray me or if he's in cahoots with Saren, but bro, these comments, bro, they be scaring me sometimes. Kaiden, what are you telling me, man? Is it your people, the biotics? Garrus, keep an eye on him. I should have brought Tali.
What do you think we're going to find down here? It has to be useful if it specifically targeted us.
I don't know. I just hope that whatever's down here is friendly. We've got enough enemies at the moment.
Hey man, we have like those 4 giant giraffes. Oh, is it more Virgil? Oh, Vigil.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently, perhaps there is still hope.
Wait a minute, how come I can understand you? Why aren't you speaking the Prothean language?
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
Ooh, wait. Okay, my theory went out the window with the Keepers. Damn, I was hoping they were the Arachnite species. Oh well. Or at least a different group of Arachnite species, but whatever. That's crazy. But then who replaces them? Huh.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
If he turns on the relay, the Reapers can wipe out the Council and the Citadel fleet in one fell swoop.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
You didn't surrender, all of you? Oh man, I feel like both of them are good questions to ask. I feel like they're probably all the same, so I'm just gonna say all of you.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
Well, no. I'll save it afterwards.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
No, I kind of disagree with that. I think you have to understand them in order to stop them. Because, like, what if, like, bullets don't work on them? You're just wasting time right there.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay. One that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit's not a weapon. It's a back door onto the Citadel.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
Oh, did he turn off the cryo to have them pass away so he could conserve energy until someone comes by that he trusts? I don't know why he would trust me, bro. But either way, that he trusts so that he could finish the job.
How did you survive?
I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
That's monstrous. I understand why he had to do it. He has to pass on this information in order to stop the cycle.
You couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice some so others could live.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning, a way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait. Where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secrecy? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations, perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Sovereign must have realized that organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
So many races looked up to the Protheans as paragons of civilization. They were fooled by the Reapers, just as we were. They failed.
Not entirely. They've given us a weapon and a chance. If we can just get there in time.
That was a lot to take in, honestly. I don't even know where to begin. I guess the first thing I should talk about is the Thorians. The reason why I want to bring up the Thorians is because Vigil said that all advanced organic life had been extinguished. I guess you can say that the Thorians aren't as advanced organic life like the Turians, humans, and Elcor race. But the Thorians are a very smart species because if you think about it, they had knowledge of the Prothean language and culture because they were able to provide the cipher to Saren and the Asari. Because I still remember the Asari, she said that the Thorian has lived for over 10,000 of years. Every few century they're active and they're moving around. Oh, I don't know if they're moving around. They don't look like they're able to move, but like they're active. I'm not sure if I talked about this in the previous video, but I feel like the Thorians and the Reapers are somehow related because the Reapers are able to control people's mind as well, and the Thorians are able to do the same thing. So I'm not sure if the Thorians is able to progress itself into a Reaper. The only way I could think of that occurring is if the Thorian is able to convert part of its body into robotic parts. You know, similar to how Sorcery made himself into a puppet. I wonder if it's going to be like something similar to that. Or are they able to fuse themselves with technology? Just similar to how they kind of fuse, how the Thorian fused itself with the Asari and is able to spit out clones and copies of that Asari. So I wonder if they're able to make a copy of themselves but with like robotic parts. But then again, how would they be able to fuse themselves or fuse another Thorian with a robot parts or robotic parts? Yeah, my idea was dumb. Never mind. But it would be cool if they were able to fuse with another species or at least like an object or something. I think that would be pretty cool. Oh, that reminds me, before I forget, look at the Protheans and comparing them with the Thorians creepers. They kind of look the same, but the only difference is the Thorian creepers are a lot shorter. So I wonder if the Thorian creepers and the Protheans are related some way. I'm only basing this off of the hands because the Thorian creepers, they have like claws. And if you look at the chair that the Protheans were sitting in Ilos, you can see that their fingers were very long too. I will search up a picture and compare them or put them up on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I don't know, am I tripping? Am I overthinking or overreaching here? That the Thorian creepers kind of look like the Protheans, more or less. Maybe it's like a different kind of race of Protheans. Alright, that's enough of me yapping about my theories about the Protheans and Thorians. But I do want to bring up the fact that in my first video that I made a theory that I believe Saren was controlled by someone else. And Vigil, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He confirmed that Saren is indoctrinated. I'm not sure when it happened. I'm not sure if he's always been indoctrinated since the beginning. At least one of my guesses were correct. But to be fair, I feel like everyone probably predicted that. Because I mean, if you looked at Saren, he had a bunch of like robotic parts all over his body. It only made sense that he was being controlled by someone else. Oh, before I forget this, shout out to the Protheans. Honestly, they came in clutch. I'm not sure how they were able to alter the signal to prevent the Keepers from reactivating the relay. But everyone existing in this timeline right now in Mass Effect gotta be thankful for them, bro. They changed that, and they also sent Prothean technologies out there, or the beacons, to provide information on how to avoid it and what to do.
There! The conduit! It's incredible!
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
Bro, put up a fight.
Activate the defenses. Seal the station. The arms aren't moving. Systems not responding. Abandon the Citadel. Evacuate the Council.
No, let them perish.
Citadel Control, do you copy?
Charge! Where are my robots? Where are my guys? Let them protect me right now. Oh shit.
Hang on! Things are gonna get a little rough.
I ain't got time to fight these guys. I only have 20 seconds.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
That's the thing. Oh. Please run them over. Bro, I've done this many times before. Just flip it over, y'all. I've done it like 30 times already. You can flip it over. Alright, I guess you don't want to. Ooh, it's not. Hey guys, there's no need for you guys to wake up. Okay, I'm not sure how long Vigil hold us up, but there is no way it took us that long for the Geths to impale some of the humans or other species and make them into husk. These were definitely preheated, and you can't tell me otherwise. In fact, if you look back at my fight with those husks, you can see there's someone in the background that's been impaled. I don't know how long he's been impaled, but you can see right there though. He ain't no husk. Damn, what did they do?
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms!
Is this a sperm?
Saren's locked the elevator. Suit up! We're going outside!
You have a jetpack? Probably not. Not gonna lie, when I first saw that side mission or that file that said the Geths are planning to attack the Citadel, I honestly thought that side mission would be like this, like I would actually have to come here to the Citadel to defend it. But no, that side mission ended up being for Tali, because you're able to get like components of something within the Geth that Tali's able to take back to her people. And I completed that side mission before doing this main mission, and I even turned it in or gave it to Tali, but I have recorded, but I feel like there's no point now to adding anything at the end because that's the only side mission that was interesting. But I expected it to look something like this mission that I'm playing on right now. And I honestly thought we were going to stop Saren, but it wouldn't be here where the Citadel was at. I thought it would be somewhere else, like a different planet or a different part of a galaxy that we're not supposed to be at, because if we are there, you know, a war would start. I forgot what it was called. Was it the Terminus system? Or is the Citadel in the Terminus system? I'm not sure, or maybe I'm just remembering the names wrong right now actually. Either way, I was not expecting the final battle be in the Citadel. But honestly, I should have known better, because I spoke to Ashley after I talked to the council when I first met them, and she made a comment about the stairs leading up to the council, and she says something about that setup or the layout is a great vantage point to defend the Citadel. Well, actually not the Citadel, the council. It's a perfect spot to protect the council just in case if they ever get attacked, which they did. That's also crazy because I thought the council and the Citadel, they had a plan to defend themselves, and I have yet to see them defend themselves at all. Like, what are they doing, bro? Where's the other Spectres to help them out? Why is my Shepard the only one going after the rogue Spectre? And on top of that, Udina, I think that's his name, the Earth Ambassador, he had the gall to say I'm too much trouble now. Bro, the only reason why they're even listening to you is because I brought in more evidence that Saren's gonna attack the Citadel. Bro, screw you, man. I'm glad Captain Anderson put him to sleep. And you know what's crazy? I thought when I left the Citadel, that'll be the last time I'll see Udina. I would never hear from him ever again, let alone betray me. So honestly, I was kind of low-key shocked, but also not shocked, because he's also a politician. Kind of expected for a politician to be a snake. You know what that scenario reminds me of? It reminds me when in Naruto, Black Setsu betrays Madara. Only for Setsu to come out saying that he was the one that's pulling the strings. Okay, relax, you're no Eren Yeager, bro. Even with all its flaws, I still love that show, man. I grew up on it. I cannot hate on it, bro, but I can still criticize it every now and then. Oh my god, it's impregnating the ship. We gotta stop it, y'all. It's just giving it a couple pumps here and there, bro. I don't know what possessed me to say that, but if you look in the background, you can see it. It's thrusting. Many of you would think that, nah, it's just trying to hook on and just have a firm grasp. Nah, dog. Those are pumps and you cannot deny it. I mean, how else these Reapers are being made? These Reapers are legit gonna come out the same way how that Project Baby and the Dave Chappelle show came out, bro. Anyways, this upcoming area, I destroyed these things that look like a hybrid of a server and a generator. Honestly, I don't know if I should have done that or if I should have done that, because I'm not sure if the turrets would have activated and shot at me. But then again, I did walk out there openly and they didn't shot at me, so maybe I shouldn't have destroyed it. Maybe they would have, I don't know, helped me out somehow. Then again, what's the purpose of having those things there? I do know there's some side missions that you gotta destroy those things in order to complete the missions, in order to stop the AI from attacking human soldiers. Well, that was actually one side mission that had to do that. I don't know, maybe I made the right choice. But either way, watch this Geth use his buddy as a distraction. Oh, okay, you got me there. You got me. I don't know how far I'm back I'm gonna go. Should have saved it. How far? Okay, ooh, okay, that's a good spot. That's a good spot. Honestly, I got really lucky right there, because the last mission before this one, where we were going to Saren's base, that one I kept on going down over and over again, only for me to end up at the front of the gate before I go to choose either saving Caden or Ashley. And let me tell you, this hallway right here, it gave me PTSD, bro. I was thinking about all those times I went down that last mission. Earlier that Krogan was running up on me, and same go with these Geth, because they were running up on me the whole time this hallway, bro. Hearing those rockets explosions nearby me, as well as seeing them just pass by me as well, bro. I was thinking any moment, bro, any moment now, I gotta start over this hallway again. But nah, I got really lucky. Both Kaidan and Garrus, bro, they hit clutch shots with their abilities and froze these Geths at the perfect time before I screwed everything over, bro, and had us start over from the beginning. Oh, that was a nice shot. I don't know who shot that, but that was a good one. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I walked around the corner, my heart sank because I was not expecting to see Geth turrets at all. I don't think I ever faced a turret one-on-one with no tank before. I actually thought I was gonna go down so many times in this area alone, but what actually transpired out here, it wasn't really that bad. It was really easy, honestly. Granted, I did not go out there like Eren Yeager would, just gun blazing, not a care in the world. That's why he got his leg chomped up. If I would have gone out there, honestly, I'll probably get sniped real quick. Now, I know a lot of y'all want to see that happen to me. Of course, in the video game, not in real life. And if you do want to see that in real life, go see a therapist. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Or some of you may expect me to be out here like John Wick and taking these Geths down left and right like they were nothing. You are definitely on something or very delusional, because I have no idea what I did to make you think I could do something like that. Look at all those rockets that they're shooting. 2 seconds of me out there, bro, they're gonna ragdoll me, bro. My body's gonna be flying as the death screens rolls in. That took me 4 tries to say. I still managed to fumble it in the end. It is what it is, man. I can't be perfect all the time. Even though I already messed up so many times in my previous videos, and probably also in this video, honestly. Rewatching this playthrough, I'm honestly surprised it wasn't timed at all. Well, just this portion, I'm surprised it wasn't timed at this area where I'm at right now. But I'm also thankful that I wasn't timed, because I have no idea what I would do in this area, besides taking so many L's, honestly. You know, it would be a really good point right now of the Geths that I hacked. It would be nice if I could just have them here and help me out, but I guess that's asking too much. But in the end, I do end up destroying all the turrets. In fact, with the last turret, I tried to motivate my teammates. I tried to give them that Erwin speech, and look how that turned out for me. My soldiers, oh god! I tried to beat Erwin right there. Oh god, I'm coming back. Retreat. And you know what's embarrassing, bro? I didn't even get the quote right, bro. It starts with my soldier push forward, my soldier scream out, my soldier rage, my soldiers fight. I just started right in the middle, my soldier rage, because that's the only line I remember. At least I'm trying. What did ASAP Rocky said?
Since when has it become not cool to try? Fucking loser. Matter of fact, suck another dick.
After defeating the Geth, I came down here where all these shields were at, and I feel like I make a mistake here because I look to the left and I see there's a slope going down, and I didn't even bother going there, so I feel like I missed out something there. Well, we finally arrived where it all started. Well, technically it started a different planet, but where it all started with the BS. And then we finally caught, well, I guess not caught, when we finally had evidence that proved Saren was a traitor. Who would have guessed that the final battle will be in this area? Not me, that's for sure. Look at the condition it is in right now. Not even OxyClean can clean this up, bro. All of this could have been avoidable if they just listened to Shepard in his dreams. But nah, the council thinks they know everything. In fact, one of the council was an Asari. She could have intertwined with Shepard's mind, bro. And honestly, it's probably a good thing they didn't, because I swear, bro, Shepard would probably lose a couple brain cells if he intertwined with the Asari. Where's all the soldiers at this area? Oh. Shouldn't this be like the most heavily secured place? No, but for real, because Udina and the council, they were talking really big. Not too long ago, they said they're going to be heavily protected. Where's the security at? Don't tell me it was those two keepers. That was your defense plan? They straight up just abandoned this whole place. Not a single body is found that was like a security guard or from CSAC. The council was legit scared of Saren, bro. And honestly, I don't blame them.
it in time, Shepard.
I'm here now.
Let's end this!
You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I could whoop their asses.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
You don't understand, Shepard. There is a place for organics in the New Order. The Reapers need men and women of action. People like us. Sovereign recognizes your value. You've impressed it. Surrender to the Reapers, and you will be spared. Join us, and we can find a place for you.
Bro, you don't even look organic anymore.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine intertwined. A union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join Sovereign and experience a true rebirth.
Bro, I don't even want to be... I don't want to be Mecha Frieza.
I'd rather die than live like that.
Then you will die. And your companions. Everyone you know and love. Everyone you've ever met. Don't you understand? You will all die. The Reapers can't be stopped. Not by the Protheans. Not by you. The cycle always continues.
I'm done arguing with you. Let's end this.
Rewatching this playthrough and that specific cutscene, something just clicked on my mind that I never realized up till now. Saren's basically the Green Goblin. And I don't mean like the same motives. I'm just talking about the little vehicle that he's riding. And it just clicked on my mind like, oh, that's like the Green Goblin. That's a crazy combination, honestly. I would never think of that. Combining Super Mecha Frieza, design-wise, and Green Goblin's little vehicle that he rides on. Bam, you get Saren. I'm disappointed that I didn't reference it when I first saw it. At least I thought of it now and said it now, so I mean there's that. But the one thing that I would change is that instead of the rockets being launched by Saren, I would have it come out from the vehicle, or at least put up a shield. Not unless that's what is giving him like that little white bar of shield, because I do know that he recovers really... Oh, okay, he got me. He got me right there. At first, I thought Saren took me out, but then I realized that it was like a red laser, and I haven't seen him use a red laser on me at all, but a Geth definitely took me out, and that's kind of sad if you think about it. I would understand if it was Saren, but Geth, and I made it this far too? Now granted, I went down 2 times in this video, and 30 times in the last video. But we're in the finals, bro. I can't be making mistakes like that. I should have been locked in. And honestly, I'm not sure after I was taken down. I'm not sure if I do locked in or if I just got lucky, because that will be the final time I get taken down. I know that's a little bit spoiling. Spoiling? Spoiling. Is that even a word? That doesn't sound right. I think I mean spoiler. Spoiler? Now that doesn't sound right either. I don't know, bro. I'm probably using that wrong anyways. But either way, you know what I noticed? I noticed it for quite some time, but whenever I am shooting at the enemies, at the Geths, I try my best to get headshots, because I always normally think that when you get headshots, it takes them down quicker. But I feel like that wasn't... I didn't feel that way with Mass Effect. I don't know, maybe it's just me, or maybe it has something to do with my weapon selections, because I'm not gonna lie, the first 5 videos that I made of Mass Effect, I had pretty weak weapons. In fact, I didn't even upgrade them to a higher level until like after I released the Arachnite Queen. If I had those weapons still all the way up to here, I probably believe I could defeat Saren, but I think it would take me like another 45 minutes maybe to defeat him. That's what I'm going to do the next time I play this game. I'm going to challenge myself and just use level 1 weapons. Punk ass motherfucker. You couldn't take me down. Anymore? Nah. Cool, let's end this. That's the first time I've ever seen him use that.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick! Open the station's arms! Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down before he regains control of the station!
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you really willing to sacrifice human lives to save the Council, Shepard?
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign's a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
The Council must be sacrificed for the greater good. Don't waste your reinforcements. Hold them back until the Citadel arms open up. Save the human fleet to attack Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
If I let them perish, I can't rub it in their face saying, I told you so, you should have listened to me. But honestly, they're really not necessary. And to be fair, the Council could always be replaced by new appointed Council people. So, but I don't want my boy. I gotta save Anderson though. He's still here. Yo, I don't know what to do, guys. Should I save the Council or should I concentrate on Sovereign? What's the order, Commander? Come in now, save the Ascension or hold back? Nah, yeah, I gotta make a sacrifice. I gotta sacrifice them in order to save the rest of the galaxy.
Wait until those arms open, Joker. We need all our ships focusing on Sovereign, even if it means sacrificing the Council.
Sacrifice the Council for the greater good? I sure hope you know what you're doing.
All Alliance ships, hold formation. Wait for a shot at Sovereign. Nothing else matters. I repeat, nothing else matters.
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements. It's the Alliance. Open a comm channel. This is the Ascension. We're taking heavy damage. Guardian defenses are over. Kinetic barriers are offline.
Commander, they closed the channel.
Make sure he's dead.
He's dead.
Okay, round 2. Okay, I have 2 things to say about this right now. The first thing is that transformation looks so cool. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The design looks amazing for me, in my opinion. It looks amazing. And I didn't realize until rewatching this, but he's acting like a Geth Stalker, aka a Geth Licker. He's just bouncing off walls, trying to get me one-shotted probably. And I also like that you can see the ribcage of Saren. I mean, right now you can't see it, but if you go back to the cutscene, you can see the ribcage. I don't know about y'all, but I really do like the design. And the second thing that I want to bring up is that, did Saren truly have free will, or was he always under control? Because I feel like he was always under control by the Reaper. In the last mission, he was saying that the reason why he had that base is to understand the effects of being indoctrinated. But I don't think he ever figured that out, because he did allow to be influenced by the Reaper to add additional implants in himself. Saren got played here really bad, honestly. Look at him jump up and down to the walls. The Reaper really got Saren out here acting like a crackhead, bro. Was this the vision that Saren saw, being controlled like this? I tried to tell him, bro, he's being controlled, but no quería escuchar. Saren should have believed in the E-Kindler and not the Reapers. That's why he ended up that way. A used crackhead by an AI. That's sad, bro. What a way to go out. Alright, I gotta chill out, because a part of me does feel bad for him. Mostly because he tried to do the right thing, because he did want to help avoid another extinction occurring. But the way how he approached it was all wrong. But at the end of the day, he had to go. He was being controlled. He lost his way. But then again, he could find, he could recover. Could he recover? I'm not sure about that. He did kind of manipulate a lot of people and kind of screw over a lot of people. There is no way for him to atone all the bad things he did, because he did force some species to be indoctrinated just for him to study, or not him specifically, but his scientists that he hired to study them. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think Saren could have come back from this?
Chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
I already know Garrus, aka Vegeta Jr. He's gonna say, hell no, man, blast him. Was there even a point of me asking that question? I feel like a lot of people are gonna say the same thing, like, nah, he gotta go. I'm just gonna keep it in, anyways. I definitely forgot this occurs, but I think Garrus is clairvoyant, because he could see the future, because he knew I was going to ask that dumbass question. For some of you are going to think it's a dumbass question. Then this happens. No! Garrus is down! Now or never, I guess. A part of me kind of regrets the team that I brought to this mission. I like Kaidan. Kaidan's alright. I wish I brought someone else besides Kaidan, honestly. I wish Rex was here, honestly. I like Rex. Yeah, I would say he's my favorite character from this game. But I do wonder, if I did bring Rex and Garrus, I wonder who would take the final shot. I feel like Garrus probably, I'm not sure. But then I also wonder if I brought like Liara, Tali with Kaidan, I wonder if anyone would have shot him. I don't see them taking that final shot. And I also want to know, who did you guys bring here at the final battle? And did he use them throughout the whole game, or did you switch around? Because that's what I did. I tried to switch them around just to see everyone's ability and what they can do. And I also tried to match like their personality and their goals with the mission that I was doing. Now I do know that I messed up a couple times. Like Kaidan helped me out when I was going to find Liara's mom. Like he suggested, hey, we should probably bring Liara. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, man, you're a genius. And I did go get her. And I also brought Tali to the Thorium mission, because I thought that maybe in that mission Tali would get what she was looking for, but it turns out it was like a side mission for her. But yeah, here's the final moments of the battle with Saren. It did kind of looped around where he kept on jumping up, down to the walls several times, and me and Kaidan, we just chill out in the back trying to eat away his health bar, and I was too focused on Saren, the Reaper, that I didn't notice that Kaiden's health was low. Like, I could have healed him, but I didn't. So he went down by taking a rocket launcher to the face. My bad, Kaiden. Honestly, he should have made a comment. He should have yelled out like, hey, my health is low. I would have healed him up. Look at me, blaming the victim even up to the end of the game. That's crazy.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander?
Should have been Rex right there with us.
We got your message, Ambassador.
Ah, fuck
What's all
this
this
guy.
about?
No need to get worked up, Captain. I'd like to end this meeting with all my teeth still in place.
You should thank me for what I did. If the Normandy was still grounded, we'd all be dead right now.
I understand, Captain. You did what you had to do. That's not why you're here. We need to talk about what happened to the Council.
Commander Shepard did the right thing. We had to hold our fleet back to go after Sovereign. It was the only way.
I agree, but this also presents us with an opportunity. The Citadel fleets were decimated in the attack. Their losses have made the Alliance stronger. They can't rebuild without us. We need to take the lead in forming a new council, one with a human chairman at its head.
This wasn't some plan for the Alliance to seize power. Forcing the other races to accept our leadership is going to cause problems.
The other species are scared. They've never faced anything like this before. They don't know what to do. They want us to step forward. They believe in us because of you, Shepard. You saved the galaxy from Sovereign. You're a symbol of everything good about humanity, our courage, our strength.
The Ambassador's right. The other races look up to us now. They won't just accept our leadership. They'll welcome it.
Given everything you've done, Commander, the Alliance will want to know who you think our Council Chairman should be.
Captain Anderson, of course.
We're about to go into war. We need someone with military experience. Someone like Captain Anderson.
You make a good case. Captain, are you ready for this?
I don't know if any of us are ready for this, but I'll do what I can. So what happens now?
The Reapers are still out there. They're coming. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. We're headed for war with the Reapers. If we lose, it's the end of all life as we know it. We have to show the rest of the galaxy what it takes to survive. With the support of the other races, we can win this battle. With them behind us, we can stand against the Reaper's return and drive them back into dark space.
I should have picked a better armor. I have to mute this final part because I'm pretty sure this is copyrighted music, but I am excited to say that I completed my first series of playthroughs, so I'm really happy about that right now. I definitely enjoyed playing Mass Effect. I love the story. I think it's a solid game. I do want to make a review about this game. It's going to be like a separate video because I do want to replay it again to see if I could get anything different and then talk about that during the review. But I don't know how long that video is going to be, so I'll figure out what I want to talk about because I did keep some notes when I was playing the game, but I did stop halfway though. And I do plan on playing Mass Effect 2, but not right away. The next game I want to play is Wukong, or Black Myth Wukong, and then after that, I believe I'm going to play Red Dead 2. I never played Red Dead 2 before, and my brother has been recommending me to play that game for the longest time. After that, I'm going to play Mass Effect 2 and 3. I just hope that, I get better with my commentary. I do know that this whole playthrough of my commentary was kind of below average, I feel like. Because mostly I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. I did try my best to talk about game stuff related, and then every now and then incorporate things that I found interesting throughout my day. I'm trying to have like that balance of like I do talk about in-game stuff, give you guys my thoughts and my thought process, but I also like talk about other things as well that isn't just mainly focused on the game. I guess it's kind of weird because I'm pretty sure everyone just wants me to focus on the game. I'll figure it out. And I do want to give out some shout outs. So shout out to Eileen. Thank you for supporting me. You're a real friend. Do appreciate every comment that you leave on my videos. And I also want to thank those who watch my playthrough from beginning to end, which is you, Eileen. But also anyone in the future that watches this. I also appreciate you taking your time to watch my videos, even though there's millions of different YouTubers that are way better than me and have way better commentary than I do. But you still took your time to watch my whole playthrough and just to see what my thought process of the game or what I thought about certain characters or certain missions. Even though I didn't talk about the missions that much, I still appreciate it. And without further ado, if you made it this far to the video, I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.